What's up, guys? It's your girl Ill with Hair Reactions, and we are back with Jeanie and Jeezy news. Now, according to US Weekly, Jeezy is now seeking primary custody of his and Jeanie Mai's toddler daughter amongst their ongoing divorce. Now, according to the court documents that they obtained, Jeezy filed for custody of his and Mai's daughter Wednesday, April 10th. The rapper claimed that he wanted to amend his and his ex's custody agreement because the toddler wants to live with her full-time dad due to her mother's busy schedule. Oh, really? Your schedule not busy, oh Jeezy? Okay. So, Jeezy alleges that he agreed to move into the basement of he and Mai's home, but Jeanie Mai moved out of the house and took their daughter with her. Now, after Mai moved out, Jeezy claimed that Mai's brother and mother were the primary caregivers for their daughter. He shared that he believed that her current schedule is just not good for their daughter, and the little one would benefit more from living with him full time. In addition to seeking custody, Jeezy is also claiming that Mai has not let him have his parenting time for the last 2 months. He hasn't been able to see his daughter the way he wants to. Also, Jeezy is the father to 3 other kids from previous relationships, okay? US Weekly said they have reached out to Mai for comment, but have not gotten a reply just yet. That's a good point. He does have 3 other kids. I wonder if he's trying to get custody of them too. All right, so let me tell y'all my opinions on all of this. All right, so as far as the 2-year-old wanting to stay with him, do I believe that? When do toddlers express that kind of thought and logic? Say, okay, I think my life over here would be better with Papa. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. You know, when kids are that young, they don't know what's best for them and what's not best for them. I think this is what Jeezy wants because of some agreement that they have in their divorce clause. And he knows that if he does not have the child, he's probably going to have to pay old Jeanie Mai those big bucks that he didn't want to pay his other baby mamas, because you know they had him in and out the courts as well, trying to get him to do everything they needed him to do for the children, according to the streets. But y'all let me know what you think. Now, also, he says that since she moved out, that the mother and the brother has been basically stepped in to take care of the baby. Well, who else is supposed to do it? I mean, if I am a superstar, like Jeezy is a superstar, like Jeanie is a superstar, why wouldn't I allow my mother and my brother, who I'm very, very close with, to help me take care of the child? I mean, that's what working women do. Jeezy, unless you're going to provide for her full support so she doesn't have to work and stay home and take care of the kids. And I have a question. Who is she going to be with when she's with you? Because are you going to stop working, or is that the goal for you to stop working so Jeanie Mai can pay you child support so you can be there full time? I'm just trying to understand. I'm not against Jeezy. I just don't like the way he tried to play a sister in public. You know what I'm saying? He was all happy at the beginning of this whole marriage, and now he running back to the hood. Now, I don't mean to the hood, because you know all black people are not from the hood, child, okay? But that's where he's looking for most of his support from after you ran away from it. I'm just a little bit confused. So, okay, I'm just a little bit confused how all of a sudden all the things that you said were so great about her, how she is for the family, how much she loves family, and how you were so happy with that, and now you hate it. Now you don't like that mommy and brothers taking care of the kid. Maybe it's because they are instilling values in your child that maybe you don't want. Okay, that's a little different. That probably some things you really didn't like about Jeanie Mai, but you pretended you did. But now y'all split, you're like, no, I have to have control. Well, that's kind of what happens in a divorce. You know, you can't. She's going to get a dose of mommy's life, and she's going to get a dose of dad's. But I understand that you want to be the foundation so that she doesn't waver from the ways in which you want to raise her. But I ask again, what about your other 3 kids? How often are you with them? Do their thinking not waver since you're not full time with them? I don't know. Maybe it does, maybe it does not. Maybe he's more active with them than what we see on social media. But don't you just love when men or women, because women do it too, they have a baby with another celebrity, and all of a sudden that child is more visible, seemingly like their only child in the media anyways. You know, it's like, okay, where are your other kids? Okay, that's just my opinion. I could definitely be wrong. All right, now on to the next point. As far as him staying in the basement, I probably would have let him stay in the basement if the divorce was clean. However, I understand why she would want to move out, because he will probably just be collecting dirt and taking her to court over it. The divorce seems rather nasty. It seems very nasty. So I would not want to live in the same house either if we're going through a nasty divorce. It just doesn't make any sense. Now, if it was a good, clean divorce, and from what it looks like, he popped this divorce up on her. He had been planning it for months before announcing it to everybody that he was getting a divorce. So I can understand why she feels a little hurt in this situation. Now, as far as her limiting his visitation rights with the child, that's not cool. That's not cool. Okay. And I remember in the media, she said he keeps firearms around the house. But wasn't he keeping these same firearms in the house when you were living there? I don't know. I just think it's all nasty on both sides at this point. Like, Jeanie, you chose him, and now you're saying he's unfit. He too hood for you, girl. Because he said that you was a real hood one, and I know you be trying to be hood. I seen you on The View and the other shows trying to be hood. You know what I'm saying? Try to be down with the brown or whatever you want to call it. You know, you put your side meat or whatever. But if he was good enough to marry him, then he must be good enough to have your children around him. So that's a little, y'all just been a little dirty over there. Just been a little dirty. I think right now both of you are really just putting your own feelings at the forefront and not the feelings of and what's best for your child. I think right now you're still just trying to hurt each other, and that is no good for the child in the long run. Get it together. That's just my thought. Y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments below. I could totally be wrong, but I could also totally be right. Until next time, I'm out. Chill.